The Woodward Avenue Wastewater Treatment Plant, also known as the WWWTP, is the largest source of wastewater affluent into the Hamilton Harbor. There are discharge limits set by the Hamilton Harbor Remedial Action Plan, which means that regardless of the upgrades, wastewater will continue to enter. As such, it is critical that there be systems in place to deal with the wastewater that the plant discharges into the harbor. The solution is the Hamilton Harborfront Aqueduct. The Hamilton Harbor Aqueduct, also known as the HHAD, will be similar to the Aqua Restorer, which is a structure that was designed by John Todd Ecological Design and Ocean Arcs International for the use at the Burma Urban Canal, and a similar structure that was installed at the Tyson Foods Processing Facility. The Aqua Restorer is a floating structure composed of plants with a walkway down the center. A fine bubble aeration system blows wastewater towards the floating Aqua Restorer, where low-intensity aeration circulates the water through biologically active zones for treatment. Beneficial bacteria are utilized to aid in the digestion of floating solids and removes nitrogen to combat against eutrophication. The WWWTP is the largest point source of wastewater affluent into the Hamilton Harbor. Hamilton's Clean Harbor program is currently working on upgrading the WWWTP in an effort to improve the water quality and environmental health of the Hamilton Harbor. The HHAD would assist in these remediation efforts. With the help of the HHAD, the sludge-filled lagoon at the Tyson Foods Processing Facility was turned into a complete wastewater treatment facility. It even became a prosperous ecosystem. The Aqua Restorer has reduced 95% of the contaminants, 70% in energy use, and 20% in sludge production, which compel with Maryland's open water affluent parameters. 12,000 native plants in China were used at the Burma Urban Canal Restorer to reduce odors, eliminate floating solids, and improve the aesthetics of the neighborhood. The once polluted water system in Fuzu is now a sustainable water ecosystem. The plants that are used in the aqueduct will be native wetland plants like cactus, sedge grasses, water lilies, and more. The wetland plants will be able to cause water velocity to slow down and sediment loads to be deposited, which will help clear the water in the harbor. As well, the wetland plants will be able to absorb the extra nutrients in the water from the wastewater treatment plant, such as phosphorus and nitrogen. Having the extra nutrients taken in by the plants, the chance of an algae bloom will be reduced. Algae blooms can lead to algae dying and creating an area of water with not enough oxygen to support aquatic life. The species selected should be native to the area to allow for the best chance of survival and to reduce environmental issues with non-native plants. The species will be a mix of submergent and emergent types. They will need to thrive in a high moisture environment. This will add to the aesthetics of Hamilton Harbor and give more space and opportunity for recreational activities for the public to enjoy. One of the key projects of the redevelopment of the waterfront is to build a vibrant urban waterfront community at Pier 8. The redevelopment includes over 1,000 residential units and parking space and approximately 15,000 square meters of commercial and institutional space. Beach and parks will be built at the waterfront in different areas. Shoreline, boardwalks, commercial village, and a public plaza will also be built at Pier 5 through 7. After the waterfront redevelopment, enhanced by the HHAD, Hamilton Harbor and its surrounding neighborhoods will be an ecological and social responsible place to live, learn, and grow. The HHAD will complement the waterfront redevelopment project of the City of Hamilton by improving harborfront aesthetics, helping to protect and restore harborfront ecosystem, and increase Hamilton's residents' knowledge and understanding of local ecology and environmental stewardship, fostering environmentally conscious behaviors that will support the long-term environmental health of the Hamilton Harbor. The HHAD will improve the aesthetics appearance of the Hamilton Harbor by allowing people to engage with the harbor ecosystem in a new way. The HHAD will also attract and help to sustain wildlife such as birds, reptiles, and fish. It will also provide a therapeutic landscape that will allow people to improve their mental health by connecting with nature in a peaceful and serene setting. The HHAD will improve the aquatic habitat of the Hamilton Harbor with the addition of aquatic plants and improve oxygen levels in dead zones in the harbor. The HHAD will also encourage fish spawning, which will in turn attract predators species such as bald eagles. The restoration project will also increase terrestrial habitat for migratory birds, which include red-winged blackbird, marsh wrens, waterfowl, and others. The HHAD will also provide a potential habitat for muskrats, northern water snakes, painted turtles, and mock turtles that will be attracted to the submergent and land plants of the HHAD. Education is a crucial aspect of changing behavior. Education has the potential to increase a person's willingness to engage in pro-environmental actions. So designing and running programs about the HHAD that engage Hamilton residents and visitors in the ecology and environmental stewardship will foster behaviors that will support the environmental health of Hamilton Harbor. The HHAD would be a great opportunity for elementary school and high school students to learn about and get hands-on experience with ecology, engineering, and environmental stewardship. Through educational programming, students can monitor levels of bacteria, phosphorus, and nitrogen, and other biological and chemical levels. Students can also help to maintain the plants. We have approximated the cost of the structure to cost the same amount as building a floating dock. The cost to build a dock in wood, composite, or plastic is about $35 per square feet. Based on these numbers, we estimated that building the dock portion of the HHAD will cost at least $115,000. Labor costs form the bulk of the HHAD's ongoing expenses. The average nursery and greenhouse worker in Canada earns approximately $23,500 for a 7th-month working year. The City of Hamilton, if it were to assume control of the HHAD, should expect to have to hire at least 2 additional greenhouse workers in order to maintain the HHAD's plants and aeration system. Based on these numbers, the initial startup cost for the HHAD will be approximately $240,000. Maintenance costs after the first year are expected to be minimum, mainly associated with maintaining and replacing the plant life and doing general dock repairs. The Hamilton Community Foundation provides grants and funding to charitable organizations and initiatives in Hamilton community. Grants are available for projects that enhance the community and benefit Hamilton residents. This funding stream presents an opportunity for a Hamilton-based charity to partner with the City of Hamilton to build the HHAD. The Canadian federal government also maintains funding programs through Environmental and Climate Change Canada. One such funding stream, the Eco Action Community Funding Program, provides eligible nonprofit groups and organizations with grant money for the improvement of local environment. The HHAD also presents an opportunity for job creation. Employees will be needed to maintain the HHAD and to deliver educational programming. Programs can be delivered by local organizations such as Evergreen, Green Vulture, and the Bay Area Restoration Council, the Hamilton Naturalist Club, or the Royal Botanical Gardens. The McMaster University could incorporate HHAD into its post-secondary programming, allowing students and professors to maintain the HHAD. Parks Canada, Environment Canada, and the City of Hamilton could also provide permanent employees to oversee the HHAD and deliver educational programming. The fact that the HHAD would provide treatment for point source wastewater affluent is just one of its many benefits. The HHAD isn't cost prohibitive. It provides considerable opportunities to engage the greater Hamilton community through educational programming and research, and it presents the opportunity for increased ecotourism and recreation. It's clear that the HHAD would be a great addition to the Hamilton Harbor landscape, so let's ask the City of Hamilton to incorporate an HHAD into their WWWTP upgrade.